Oh, this really... Never mind. Somebody's in a squad playing the first mission, which shouldn't even be a thing. You should be forced to play the tutorial mission by yourself. And I'm sorry, but if you can't kill the filter copter, refund the game. Like, if you can't kill the filter copter in 3 tries, then you can decide whether you want to fucking refund the game or not. Because it's like, you know, in the old days, oftentimes when you got into the first boss battle, you wouldn't win that shit. You would be like, it's your first time, you know, you need to learn the pattern, you need to fucking figure it out, right? And someone's little shit-ass kid played an 8-bit game like Mega Man. How many times do you think he died at Cutman stage before he reached Cutman? And then how many times do you think Cutman killed you after you figured the stage out? And then you finally figured out Cutman and killed Cutman and felt like a god. Like, woohoo, I beat one stage in Mega Man. Your little dumbass 7-year-old self. You know, you had a blast doing it too, at least I did. So that's my experience. This little dumbass kid was like, fucking, hell yeah, this is the shit. I'm the shit. I just beat Cutman. And then, you know, you play the game for a few months, because your dumbass little kid can't figure games out very good. And you have a blast doing it though, and you beat the game, and you're like, I'm the shit, I beat a video game. I am so good, I'm a god. That's a good feeling. That might not necessarily be true. You might be trash. Sure. No, it's fine. It's okay to be trash as long as you have fun. Nowadays, like, people will fight the first stage, and after half an hour, they're like, this is bullshit! You know? Fuck you, pussy. I get mad at the filtered copter. You don't know. You're supposed to die a lot in an action game. Look, and don't get me wrong, I'm a pretty salty piece of shit. Don't fucking think that I'm hot shit when I'm not. Sure. I'm a toxic gamer. I always have been. Like, I hate losing. But I realize I am, and after a little while, I'm like, yeah, I gotta admit it, I'm pretty small brained when it comes to that. But I don't get it when someone is, like, struggling with, like, AI. You're struggling against the filter copter in Armored Core. I can't help but feel a little bit gaming elitist. Refund the fucking game. You know? I had that filter copter beat maybe my second try. I'm pretty sure he killed me at least once. Pretty sure. That's like common. That's the typical experience with the filter copter in Armored Core. And I'm like a veteran of the series, but you know, the other Armored Core games aren't like this one. It's not like this one. They don't have the mechanics and stuff, you know? It's a little bit of a different melee mechanic. It's a little bit of a different stagger mechanic that's like Sekiro. I like Sekiro. I like that edition. As someone who's like been a fan of the series since the start, you know, some of the old veterans were like, didn't like the changes. And look, how many times has Armored Core changed drastically? Like Armored Core 2 with the addition of Overboost. That's a pretty big change. It's not super drastic. The control scheme was the same. Janky ass. Look up and down with the shoulder button shit. Which I liked it. I thought that was intuitive. Because it comes from a time before analog sticks. And I'd gotten used to it by the time, you know, I was a whole fan of the series. I thought that was fine. But there were still big changes. And the biggest change came with Armored Core 4 when they dropped that control scheme entirely, and I flipped my shit. I was like, oh man, it ain't ever gonna be the same. Fuck. And then about a day later, I was like, it's a good thing it'll never be the same because this is better. I like the analogs now. I got used to it and was like, yeah, it's time to move on. Cool. One day, one day of fucking with it. It was like, okay, all right, okay, you sold me. This is good. I'm playing it this way now. Good. I'm sold. Then Armored Core 4 Answer came out. I was used to the new playstyle. Was have a blast. Enjoyed the hell out of it. Armored Core 6 comes out. Yeah, it's a stagger mechanic. I played Sekiro. Okay, so after familiarizing a bit, and on my second try on the filtered copter, I prevailed and was like, hey, this is cool. About 70 hours later, I had all three endings in my pocket, and I think in about 100 hours I had platinum the game and, unlocked everything. Found all the secret shits. Did all the backflips through the flaming hoops. You know? Did all the things and the stuff. And then maybe another 10 hours after that, I'd collected all the little hidden Easter eggs that they weren't achievements, but they were still Easter eggs, right? I wanted to really see everything. And then, okay, it's like 110 hours into it. I'm like, there's nothing left to do. And guess what I did? I played another more than 3,000 hours of it just playing PvP. And because I like the game. I fucking like the game. Right? And people are going to bitch about 30 minutes on the first stage because it's too hard. Pussy. You idiot. Dude, if you ain't got time to play a game for a few days, maybe get stuck on one stage for a day or two. That's like in the old 8-bit days. Don't you remember being a kid? Don't you want to kind of feel that again of the satisfaction of getting over something that was a challenge for you? It doesn't matter if it was hard for someone else or if it was easy for someone else. Why don't you experience it at your pace and worry about your experience and have fun? And maybe not talk about it to others if they sound toxic about it. It's like, hey, if you can't beat the filter copter with your eyes closed, then you suck. Nobody wants to talk to them motherfuckers like that anyway. Who cares? You might not want to talk to me. So, oh yeah, it took me a couple tries. Oh yeah, I think I'm hot shit, huh? What about the guy that died 10 times? It just didn't click with him. Is that dude an idiot? Just because it didn't click with him? Not necessarily. No. Not necessarily. Okay? There's no reason to be all video games don't matter, guys. It's a stupid thing to be elitist about. I am, anyway. I'm a stupid guy. I'm a bit elitist about it. I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. There might be something lacking with somebody mentally if they can't figure XYZ out. But then I catch myself thinking like that and go, who the fuck cares, really? Why am I so toxic? Right? Yeah, there's a level of toxicity that we'll never escape. I'll never be able to fucking get rid of certain negative aspects of my personality. Be like, you idiot. You couldn't figure that out, really? All you gotta do is press Y button when he glows blue. Or whatever the stupid situation is, right? That isn't clicking with the gamer. But really, that shit don't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you press the X button when the clown is in the backflip animation. It doesn't matter. It's just a game. I mean, it might matter if you're trying to play it for money, if you're trying to get a job or something in like esports or some shit. Yeah, maybe it matters a little more then. But for most people, and most people are going to be casual players, there's nothing wrong with that. For most people, it doesn't fucking matter. It's just entertainment. But it doesn't matter if you beat the bad guy. It doesn't matter if you turn the page and put that metaphorical book down. Because it's just entertainment. Adults understand this shit. And if you're listening to this going, I agree, I get it, then I'm preaching to the choir. The reason I'm saying this is not so much to teach anybody anything, because you already know these things. It's more to sort of apologize for my own toxicity, alright? That's the real reason for this, is I'm a gaming elitist. I want to roll with people who are good at the game we're playing. Like, if I'm playing Monster Hunter, I want to roll with people that know how to solo Rajan. Because I don't want to be in a team with somebody and I've got to carry him because I'm the only one on the team that can solo Rajan, and we end up losing anyway because the other 3 players all get knocked out, and we're like, oh great. Here's the thing, shit don't matter. I mean, it would be a little more enjoyable if my teammates didn't suck, and the reason I bring up that scenario specifically is because, well, I've been there. I've been there where I was the only player in a squad that knew what the fuck they were doing. And I'm like, really? So then you get with a crew of people that are pretty good and they have a schedule that's really close to yours. And you play with them at the same time every day. And the game starts feeling really fucking good, right? Because you're playing with people that know what they're doing. And that shit's good shit. And it made me a bit of an elitist, and that's not necessarily a good thing. I've got a crew that I play a co-op with, and it's not like the game is cake. I don't really care about the single player game. We go in, and the challenge is beat the game with invaders chasing us. That makes it so much more exciting. Like when people come to try and kill you, that shit's so cool. And I prefer having a crew that knows how to fight a little bit when that happens, instead of having to carry. And I'll be honest, some of the guys that I roll with are better than I am. I know there's this guy. He has a build that I just can't fathom works at all. It looks like it would suck, but the way he pilots that shit is so good. And I'm like, yeah, this guy's better at the game than I am. Sometimes I've fought the guy and I've beat him before, but he's better than I am. He just is. Because we got invaded, and I was like, oh, we better watch out for the invader. And he was like, no, it's okay, I got it. He's dead. Oh, well, that was impressive. I turned around for a second, it was over. So I'm over here 44 years old. I I care too much about video games like I'm a teenager. I'm a toxic gamer. Like, I want to play with people who are good, and I want to fight people who are good. And I think I'm hot shit when I'm more like average. And I don't see myself changing at all. I just want to keep playing games. 50, 60, it's not going to matter. I just want to sit and push buttons and watch giant robots get in epic combat. It's just too cool. I can't get enough. But I think I'm done ranting for now. I think the whole point of this is, yeah, I'm kind of a toxic elitist gamer, and I don't like that about myself, but it is what it is. I'm a leopard that can't change its spots. That's just how I am. And I'm gonna try, and I think I've been succeeding lately. I'm gonna try to keep a cap on it and not be so annoying with it. I've got people I play with that I'm trying to fucking be cool with. I care about people, so I wanna try and be better for them. So that's all I got to say. I'm out.
Nice dissolve.